Good afternoon. Welcome to Cohn Zone. That's Lowell Cohn. I'm Grant Cohn. The Niners just won another game, and Brock Purdy had the game of his life, 5 touchdowns. He was phenomenal. And the question now is, how good is he really? And we will answer that question in a bit. Stay tuned because that's what we're getting to. First, we got to bring you some news. 49ers were elected to the Pro Bowl today, selected to the Pro Bowl. Here's who they are George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams, the fullback, the long snapper, John Weeks, and Luke Gifford, linebacker, but he made it as a special teamer. What do you think of that? 4 players from offense, well, 3 players and a fullback, and 2 players from special teams, no players from defense, 6 overall. That's, I think, as much as any team in the league. As many.
I think it shows how good the 49ers are. I'm trying to think, did anyone on defense deserve it? Diamador Lenore? I think you know more about this stuff than I do.
I like Diamador Lenore, but I think he was much more impactful when he was playing nickel. Now he's been on the outside, and I don't think he's not getting torched. People mostly stay away from him, but borderline Lenore, maybe Lenore.
Okay, and I would say the fullback gets in because there's so little competition. So, good for them, good for him. I have to say I'm a little surprised with McCaffrey. Iggy. I mean, he's having a wonderful season in a certain way, but certainly there are better running backs in the league than he is. I'm not saying better players, but better running backs. So to me, if I were looking at it, that's where I would raise an eyebrow with him, and nothing against him. He had a great game last night, but that's the only one.
That's fair. I mean, I think the case for Christian McCaffrey would be 16 touchdowns. And although he's averaging 3.7 yards per carry, he does have 92 catches. So if you look at him as like, he's still probably the best receiving running back in the league, or one of them. And while he's not the best ball carrier anymore, he still has been used at an unprecedented rate this year, and he's produced without being, explosive.
And he stayed healthy. And he stayed healthy in spite of how I believe he's being overused, but he stayed healthy.
Yes. I think it's interesting that 2 guys from their special teams made it. I think that's great because their special teams might be the best unit on the team, or maybe the offense is, but it's right there. It went from being the worst unit in football last year to one of the best special teams in football. Their kickers are great. Their long snapper apparently is really good. I don't have an opinion, but their punt returner also is an alternate, Sky Moore. I think he deserves to make it as well.
He's very exciting, and it also turns out he may be a pretty good receiver as well. But what an upgrade, Iggy! What an upgrade in terms of special teams and how important that is.
Yes. What I noticed about who's not here, no one on defense. So that's Lenore could be there, but he's not. That's another testament to Robert Saleh. He's got a defense that's given up not that many points without any stars, without any real Pro Bowlers. So that's pretty cool. And Brock didn't make it, mostly because he missed games. And if he had stayed healthy, maybe he would have made it. But it is interesting that he has a Pro Bowl left tackle, a Pro Bowl running back, a Pro Bowl tight end. So, and probably a top 5 play caller in the league. Kyle's having a good year too.
It's interesting. Brock didn't make it because he missed games. Kittle made it. He missed games too.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
It is interesting.
Do you know who the quarterbacks were for the NFC?
Let me see. NFC Pro Bowl roster 2026. Here we go. It's Stafford, Darnold, and Dak Prescott.
Oh boy, I have a lot to say about that later.
Yeah. Only one of those quarterbacks is what I say is definitively better than Purdy, but you got to stay healthy. You got to be on the field to get these awards.
Yeah, fair enough.